Welcome back to the Powell Center here, Campbellsville, and the Lady Tigers victorious tonight, 76-57 to win over Bethel University. Coach, 8 games, as Coach Ginger Colvin joins us now, 8 games against receiving votes or ranked teams on the schedule to start the season. Talladega twice, John Brown, Westmont, Cumberland U, Lindsey Wilson, Martin Methodist, Bethel University, 11-2 when it's all said and done as you get to the Christmas holiday. Pleased with that?
Yeah, pleased. I think if you would have handed me that schedule or handed me this record at the beginning of the year, I really would have debated taking it and running with it. This is, we played in the Champions Classic down in Jackson, which was 2 really good games, and then we come here and play the Southern States Challenge and play those teams, and it's been tough. It has been really, really tough. It's been a grind for us, and we found a way. We found ways to win, and we started getting a little bit healthier. Obviously, Madison Stewart coming in and playing has helped us some, but it's just really been a grind for us, and I'm really proud of our kids. And our 2 losses are 2 who I feel like are really top 5 teams, no doubt about it. And I think there's an argument for anybody if they've taken time to watch Lindsey Wilson, I think there's an argument that Lindsey Wilson's one in the nation. And Westmont's clearly always talented, always a great team. So they're a top 1, 2, 3 team, and there's just I would make, and that's not taken away from any of the rest of those schools, but I would make an argument for Lindsey being the best team in the nation right now.
You've coached some special shooters in your time here, Coach, and this is one period where Emily Fox might not want to take a break. 6 threes last night, 6 more tonight. She's shooting the ball really well right now.
I've been around obviously here a long time, and I've watched some really, really good shooters through this program. She is the best. She's the best shooter. I think Emily's the best shooter in the country. And, again, that's in really good company, and she's made big ones for us. I've had great kids make big shots for us. Just in my time, Melly Heaton, Wendy Messer, Courtney Clifton came in and was a great shooter, and I shouldn't have started naming names because I'm going to leave people out.
Can't forget Caroline.
Caroline Owen. Holy cow, Caroline Owen. And we've just had some great shooters. Madison Clements is a really good shooter, and Alexis Graham is a really good shooter, but Emily Fox, there's just something about her, something about knocking those shots down and shooting them deep, and she's got a slow release that kind of lulls people to sleep so she can get those shots off at time. But we're blessed to have her on our team, no doubt about it.
Bethel, a team that started 10th in the country to open the season, they dropped a little bit in the poll. 36% you hold them tonight shooting the basketball. Pretty good defensive effort. Right,
and Bethel's a team that you look at their record, and they're 6-6 right now. Their losses are 2 losses to number 1 Freed. They took Freed Hardman, who's undefeated, ranked 1 in the nation right now, to overtime at their place. Harris Stowe, who I believe is a top 30 team in the country. They dropped 1 to Lewis Clark State from the Frontier Conference in the Champions Classic. Very, very talented Lewis Clark State. They lost to U Pike here, who is a Final Four team from last year, who has everybody back. So you look at that, and it looks like this is a team, but Bethel's got a team that has talent, and they're, you've got to give Coach Nelson all the credit in the world for going out and playing the schedule that he's played. I think he and I feel each other's pain. We know what it's like, and he's not got his conference is strong. Obviously, you saw the 3 of the top 4 teams probably in their conference. But I think he would agree with me. The Mid-South, when I go through, I've got a pretty brutal road ahead of me. So we're going to have a grind every time we play.
3-0 here in the Mid-South Southern States Challenge this weekend. Now you get a few days off. You'll let the girls take some time. They'll be able to spend some time at Christmas with their families and things. And then 8-9 days or so, you'll be down in South Beach in Miami.
That's crazy. I need to get either a spray-on tan or something. We've gone a little pale, but we're excited about that. We play our first game is a tough one. It's a Purdue University Calumet. They're traditionally really strong. They used to be NAIA D1 from the Chicagoland Conference. They've played a tough schedule as well. I think 2 to 3 losses, but we've not looked at anything. This was so huge for us, and we spent so much time. Chris Nelson at Bethel. We had 16 pages of sets in our scouting report today, and that's a lot to come over, and we couldn't get a stapler through it. So it was, Miranda did a great job. She had everything lined out. Our kids knew what was going on, but when 16 pages in one day, it's hard to absorb.
16 pages, and before the game, Madison Stewart and Madison Clements were sitting behind me watching the U-Pike game, and they were going over the scouting report, and I heard them talking about things. So good to see the kids actually, you say absorb it, but they were taking that in.
You know, and then you can't come up with that much, so you have to come up with tendencies. They do an exceptional job out of bounds underneath, and we felt like if we could stop them out of bounds underneath, and because if I'm sure Chris probably knows the stat, I bet they get 10 12 points on out of bounds underneath plays every possession. He does a great job with those. He does a great job lull you to sleep and getting backdoor sets. I'm actually going to steal a couple of his sets after today and put those in. I'll give him credit. We'll name him Wildcat, but he does a great job with his sets and a great job with his team. And to their defense, they had to play an overtime game yesterday. They're limited right now. They lost 3 key players before they came to this, and for his kids to come out and battle the way they've battled, playing basically 8 players and do the way they do, you've got to give them all the credit in the world for coming in and playing the way they did.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a successful weekend. I know you guys hopefully can take a few days to enjoy this, and Merry Christmas to you and the
Merry
Lady
Christmas
Tigers.
to you. Now I have to go start Christmas shopping. That's the big one, but we're happy. We're happy to come out through there. It's nice to get Madison Stewart back in the lineup. She creates a lot of problems for a defense and does a lot for us. She's still rusty. She just has no practices under her belt. All she's done is swim. Now, if she's in a swimming competition right now, I think she'd feel confident, but we were blessed. Dr. Matt Feltner did a great job on her. She actually got fully released today. I don't know how many minutes she did play, but it's going to be nice to have her in that rotation.
Shows 13, so you did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
It seemed like more than that.
Yeah.
Double digits again for Madison Stewart. Coach, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll see you.
Merry Christmas to
for
everybody.
We'll see you in January.
All right. Well, take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Coach Ginger Colvin and the Lady Tigers moved to 11-2 on the season with their win here tonight over Bethel University. The final score 76-57.